Beautiful music. Thank you very much. It's always great. Start. Wow. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Welcome Back Sunday. Some people sometimes ask, what is Welcome Back Sunday? What does that mean? Where are they being welcomed back from? They're being welcomed back from not showing up. We hope to inspire you to show up at the physical church center of Unity in Boulder. So you're welcome to do that. And if you don't, we will be sending the Unity police to your door. Is there anybody here from another Unity? Raise your hand if you are. We have a gift for you. Is there anybody here for the first time? Leave your hand up. We have a great gift for you. Everyone here for the first time gets a gift, so keep your hand in the air. All right. All right. As I have mentioned over the last couple of weeks, I think that in Unity you can probably pick up intuitively something is going to occur that's going to have a tremendous effect on the human experience. And I don't think it's too far off. As a matter of fact, if I was forced to be prognostic, I would say it's going to happen during the midterm elections. So we are involved in holding a divine ideal, which is going to play out in a meaningful way. So we have a calling, not just to be hanging out or show up occasionally at Unity, but to show up in such a way as to take in the divine ideals that we hope to share and influence the world with. So welcome back, and you are going to be lifted by this talk coming your way. Look forward to it.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity of Boulder from Welcome Back Sunday. Everyone who's here in house with us, everyone who's joining us again on camera. We love hanging out with you each week, so thank you very much. And as today is Welcome Back Sunday, just to let you know, today is the day where we restart all of our children's programs, everything from our Sunday school, our middle school age children, and our high school age students down in the YOU. So definitely check that out. If you have any questions about any of that, you can always ask anyone in the lobby or the bookstore of how to get your kids plugged into any of that. And they've got a lot of fun, revamped plans for what classes are going to look like this year. So definitely check that out. It's been refreshed. We also are going to have a potluck today following this service over in Fellowship Hall. Please join us, even if you don't have a dish. If you did bring a dish, just drop it off over there and we'll have it all set up for you by the time the service is over. But do join us. We have a lot of fun, and it's just a good time to meet people and say hello. And let's see, finally, Syntysche, due to the fact that she has been in seminary school for about the past 3 years, has not taught a prosperity class. And this is her favorite class to teach. I've seen her transform so many lives teaching this class, and she finally gets to teach it again starting Thursday, September 3rd. It's a 5-week class that it's all Thursdays in a row that go from 6 to 8. We have the book in the store. It's $20 for the book, and it's $125 for the whole class. We'd love it if you're going to take it. Please sign up early so we know how much materials we need to print up for that class. But this is a class people have been asking about for years, so definitely come check this out Thursday, September 3rd. And next week, we have a prayer partner training for anyone who'd like to join our prayer partner team. It's free all you have to do is walk in. It's next Sunday from 1 o'clock to 3. It's taught by the leader of our prayer partner team, Steve Sheets. So definitely check that out. Now I'd like to welcome out our friend Wynn Stewart, and she is going to read today's Daily Word. Here you go, Wynn.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. All right. So today, Sunday, August 23rd, 2026, is Radiance. What happened here? Okay. Aligned with my divine nature, I am a beacon of light for others. God is the light in my life. I give thanks every day for the wondrous blessings of the divine and the peace and the strength I derive from my faith. I am a spiritual being, fully human and fully divine. The light of God shines from within me. My confidence grows as I embrace my divine nature. As I live and love more fully and authentically, the joy within me multiplies and I become simply radiant. The world can feel dark and dull and needs all the light and sparkle it can get. As greater numbers of people discover the power of God within them and express the fullness of their true spiritual selves, the world will glow with our collective radiance. And this is 2 Peter 1:19. You will do well to be attentive to this as to a lamp shining in a dark place until the day dawns and the morning star rises in your hearts. So, with enthusiasm, please join me in citing Unity of Boulder's affirmation over here. Unity of Boulder is a radiating center of the Christ light within us, mighty to attract its good and its good to others.
Happy Sunday. Thank you for being here. This is going to be our call to prayer. Please feel free to sing along if you know it. If you have anyone or yourself you'd like to be prayed over, we do have papers in the back of the pews and pencils, and those names will be prayed over here at the center for 30 days and then sent to Silent Unity in Missouri to be prayed over for another 30 days. So it's a really great way to put those thoughts into the universe and get some healing or whatever's needed. Those will be collected by Steve, who is the head of our prayer partners. And this is You Are the Air I Breathe.
You are the air I breathe. You are the air I breathe. Your holy presence living in me. And I'm grateful for you. And I'm grateful for you. So grateful for you.
Now it's Entertainment Club.
All right, we're going to invite the entertainment club up to sing. Here we go. Everybody stand. You all know this song. We're going to sing it together.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be.
Okay, here we go.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome
And say, "You."
And now I'd like to welcome up to our stage today's special musical guest. You will recognize that, well, I thought it was going to be just a soloist, but it turns out to be a whole group, which is fantastic. We've got Sierra Samuel here, her boy Strider over here. We got Gunner over here. I did not get his name.
The Doug.
And the Doug. The Duck. Oh, take it away.
I just wrote this song a few weeks ago, and I'm really excited to share it here for the very first time, performing it right here at home, of course, Unity of Boulder, which is my spiritual home. So I'm happy to be sharing it with you guys. This one is if you want to pull up the lyrics, I'd love it if you sing along. There's some choruses we repeat. If you feel like singing it, it's an affirmation. It's to really help overcome limiting beliefs and anxiety. So, held by life, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am ready. Nothing left to earn. I release the weight of every stone. I release the stories that are not my own. I am held by life. I am held by love. I am held by something greater than I fear. I may love, I may witness, I may let go. Nothing is missing, nothing is owed. I belong upon this earth. I do not need to become worthy. I was never unworthy. My light is not a burden. My light is not too much. My light asks permission from no one. I am safe to shine. I am safe to soften. I am safe to receive. I am held by life. I am held by love. I am held by something greater than my fear. I may love, I may witness, I may let go. The water receives the stone, the earth sees my feet. The stars do not ask me to hold the sky. I am allowed to rest. I am allowed to see. I am allowed to be held. I am held by life. Held by love. I am held by something greater than my fear. I may love, I may witness, I may let go. I am ready. I am ready. Thank you.
Beautiful song. Thank you, Sierra and band. Incredible original number that she just wrote. She texted it to me today, and she's like, do you think you can sing backup on this with me today, this week? And I was like, I'm carrying a little too much this Sunday. But I love singing with her. She's like my favorite person to do duets with, but her son does such a beautiful, the resonance of family voices, there's something to be said about it, right? So, and the other one was singing, what's your name? Doug. Beautiful singing too, thank you. So today, my talk is Live Unity. And usually, Welcome Back Sunday's talks are focused primarily on getting back to the basics of the philosophy of unity, which I'm not going to do so much because I kind of interweave that throughout the year. And I know some of you might be new today, and some of you might have gone here a long time ago and you've come back, and we know that the philosophy is universal, and it grows and it changes, really depending on our own experience, our own deep dive into our own spiritual awakening. So where unity meets us, it meets us where our own consciousness is, right? And that's the beauty of this journey, is that it's never ending in a wonderful way, that every time we think that we've hit a plateau and we really know, like we've got it, we know it, something will show up in our life that will bring a little turbulence to take any ego out of it, to show us that we don't got it yet. And it's just part of the journey, right? We're constantly unfolding unto thyself and unto thy higher self. So there's this wonderful saying in the Revealing Word that's written by Charles Fillmore, which is actually a metaphysical breakdown of words in the Bible. And this is what he said about the word knowing. There is within people a knowing that transcends the intellectual knowledge. Nearly everyone has at some time touched this hidden wisdom and has been astonished at its revelation. This is probably one of my favorite quotes. I share this quite a bit in my talks because, you know, I could stand up here and tell you what unity is. It's easier to explain what unity isn't, actually, to explain what unity is. And I could explain why we're here and what calls us to this work. But truth be told, underneath it, it's about this mystery. When we've hit that knowing. It usually comes up in our life when we've been meditating consistently, and we might be meditating on something, looking towards a vision of what to do next. You know, we're always at different crossroads in life, and trying to align with that divine message that comes from the higher states of consciousness, where that revelation happens. And a lot of times, many of us do different types of meditation, where we listen to music or we'll listen to somebody guiding the meditation to guide us towards these answers. But the best meditation is pure silence, where we can silence the mind. So the vibration that comes through, sometimes it's not, that knowing isn't a word. It's an essence. It's a beingness. And when we can feel that sense of knowing, when we're in that divine connection with this greater love, nothing can really stop us. We're guided. We might not get the answers of how we're supposed to step in, but we energetically know how to show up in our life, right? In a beautiful and authentic and vulnerable way. I've been doing many sermons this summer on community, because that's my goal. I got ordained in June. I've taken over the leadership here. And I have a vision of more interconnectedness through service, through meditating together, through taking classes together, and becoming more of one energy with many people. Versus there's the music program, there's the Sunday school, there's the prayer team, there's the ushers. These have always been different separate areas of the center that met separately and have been trained separately. But last week, we changed that. We came together in a kind of a workshop around servitude, where everybody came and got to learn about all of the different areas that keeps the heartbeat of unity alive, right? Because if we're unity, why are we doing all these separate things, right? Community calls for community. All of our volunteers, all the people that are serving in the kitchen, all these different departments, they're really the ones that are enmeshed in what's really going on here, because they get to meet with all of you in different ways, shapes, or forms. So today I have a fun idea at the potluck. Many of you have got board members. I've got all the people that took the training next week. When we go into the potluck, for those of you that went through the training last week, I'm asking you to, when we get seated, that we find somebody that we don't know, and we're going to do a little bit of a workshop throughout the potluck today to get to know each other, to find out what's calling us to come back to community, or to build on community in this center. And we're going to do a lot more community building like that coming up in the future. Next week, we're going to start the special spirit groups that have been designed, that will be meeting from 12 to 1 at the completion of the service, where Jack will be leading one on the mysteries of the spiritual, you know, the in-depth, the unseen realms and dream interpretation, things of that nature. I'm going to be doing more of the shadow work, change, grief. I'll be holding the space for people that are in transition and find a way where we can find that peace and that love when we're moving through and navigating the unknown, and how we apply spirit as consciousness to walk us through those difficulties. And we'll probably actually have a lot of fun and do a lot of laughing, because it's funny, when we get really vulnerable and really honest, we get very silly too. So it's not just gonna be like a blah, it's gonna be exciting and fun. And then the open source, if I could get Claire and Tyler and Strider to stand up, these three head the open source group for 18 to 25 years old that will be meeting in the conference room today at 12:30, but in the future it'll be meeting in that room at 12 to 1:30. So these guys are the heads of the young. And if you're 28 or 30, you're welcome to join that group. There's actually no age limit. If you feel like you're young and you want to go be an explorer, go in their group, because it's a lot more outdoorsy, hiking, playing, skiing, growing, having fun together group, okay? So when we think about this revealing word where Charles Filmer is talking about this knowing, let's just take a moment and reflect on when we've had that experience, the knowing that there is something more going on than this human experience, where you felt the ripples of something taking hold that you consciously, mentally, and physically could not make happen. Does anybody have an example of the knowing that could share it in 1 minute? When they had that divine revelation of knowing. All right, you want to go up to this mic real quick?
As a musician, I feel like making music is the deepest knowing I've ever known, and having something within you come out that doesn't feel like it's coming from you, and that it's something higher than you, and just being a conduit for that, and knowing that you're not alone, even when you are, that there's something within you that's always breathing life into you.
Thank you, Strider. Yeah, very good. So, could it be that life in some mysterious way reflects something of what we bring to it? Right? So he's talking about the creative, and people that are drawn to unity tend to be very drawn to creativity in some way, shape, or form, because creativity is a vehicle of spirit, right? I was a dancer, I was an ice skater, I've been a singer all of my life, and I felt the spirit take over in choreography where there was no more choreography anymore, where it became, I was being danced, I wasn't dancing. Do you see the difference? And when we can start to take hold, it's not always creative things that happens, but part of it is the allowance to surrender to the letting go of this mind, this talking, this chatting that's making things right, making things wrong, making things scary, making things, all of the things we make it, versus living in the neutrality of the beingness to allow something greater to take hold, especially when we're facing difficult times. Perhaps this is why spiritual practice matters, right? Not because we are trying to become more spiritual, but because we are becoming more conscious. The foundation of our lives are based on our consciousness. What is the lens we're experiencing life through? And if you're experiencing lower natured experiences of fear and lack and loss, that's all here. That's all started here. This isn't a place where you're affirming things of the world that may be showing up because you're believing in that, and so we attract what we are, what we think, and what we're being, versus taking hold of our consciousness. What if everybody is good? What if we actually are all good? Our first principle in unity says there is one presence and power in the universe, God, the good. And our second principle says we are co-creators with God, therefore we are inherently good. So that takes off the table all these bad situations with people that are stressing us out and we're talking about and we're thinking we have to do something about how somebody else is behaving to somehow make our life gel and be more peaceful. And the truth is, like I said earlier, we are what our consciousness is, right? There are people that will not be at the same consciousness that we are at. But if you're really at this higher state of consciousness, you're simply not you're not judging. You're finding that compassion because you know what it feels like when you weren't in this consciousness. You know what it's like to feel attacked by people. You know what it feels like to look at the world like it's attacking us, that our good has left us, and we're living in an affirmation that all the negativity here is real, and we're making it real. And yeah, you can say it's real, and you can keep watching the news and have the proof that it's real. But the question is, would you rather be right, or would you rather be peaceful and blissful? I'm not talking about ignorance here. It's okay to be caught up with what's going on in the world. But if it's lowering your frequency of consciousness, then you're only adding to the suffering and the fear and the separation. If you can look upon it and stay in a high state of consciousness of prayer, then that's unity. Then you're holding a prayerful virtue for this world, from you as you in expression, lifting the consciousness of this world. In Romans it says, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. But be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And perhaps it leaves us with an important question. What might become possible in our lives and in our world if we truly committed ourselves to that kind of transformation? What are we holding in our mind about our brothers and sisters, about our jobs, about our family members, about our bosses, about our children that are ailing or dealing with something that's really taking our peace away? How can we renew the mind when we're facing fear around something that's worrying us about someone else? Because if we're in a constant state of fear and worry about something about ourselves or someone else, where do you think that level of consciousness sits? Is that high consciousness? Huh? It's low, right? You've gone to the vibration of fear. Fear is it dismantles everything. It's about that journey from moving from fear to love. And trust me, I'm a mother of 3 children. I have been divorced. I have lost a child. I have been disappointed by this life. I've even been crushed by this life to the point where I didn't want to be here anymore. But I had unity. I had meditation. I had mentors that surrounded me, that sang with me, that chanted with me, that danced with me. And that's what my group is about. That's what I put together because I want to be there with all the people that have been ready this year, that have been preparing to be in that group, to hold a space of healing for those that are facing suffering and struggle. That's the reality. Life is not easy. But prayerfully, we can actually help people return to a greater and deeper representation of what God is through them. And we walk them home to their higher self. And as we're serving others that way, we're actually walking ourselves home to higher states of consciousness, because it's really, truly the law of it's in giving that we receive. And some people will say they think that unity, one of the myths is that we are really just working on ourselves and that it's just about self-realization. That's a piece of it. But you can only get to the point where self-realization to awakening carries you to the point where now, how am I showing up? How am I showing up for others? How am I remembering my brothers and sisters? Especially the people that are struggling in your families and things like that, and you're avoiding because you don't want to have difficult conversations, when all you have to do is show up in a love essence and be quiet and to listen, right? There's a way to communicate without having to have the hard conversations, because we tend to avoid people because we think we have to have a hard conversation, and we don't. We can hold a state of prayer. And we can also ask Spirit to speak through us when we get into those difficult conversations and get out of our own way and let the universe take hold. So one of the myths of unity, actually, I'm going to go back I'm going to do this. Discover power within you says, often through a sense of insufficiency as a person, we form our attitudes after we have appraised our world. Thus we say, there is danger before me, so I am afraid. People are staring at me, so I am self-conscious. People seem to be slighting me, so I am hurt. They say we are in for an economic recession, so I am worried. This is a common but completely unrealistic approach to life. So who can relate with those kind of shortcomings of seeing life through a lens that something is out to get us? Right? It's just our nature. Why the default is that's our nature, it doesn't make you less conscious to put your hand up. It's just the truth. How do we flip that the default is high consciousness? That's where the meditation comes in. That's the daily practice of meditation, right? So metaphysically, when we have these difficult situations, we look beyond what we can see and ask, what's the deeper spiritual truth here? That's what metaphysics is. We're looking at the situation that seems off, where we're feeling insecure, we feel somebody's out to get us, or we think there's a recession, and we're going to, protect ourselves. Obviously, be smart and don't, just think. Do put food away if you have to, or whatever. But we take this in. Human beings will defend their observation as facts of life. They will say things like, there's nothing I can do. This is just the way I am. Who's heard that affirmation? That's just who I am. You're just not accepting who I am. And I'm like, no. I'm not going to just accept your lower nature of the way you want to show up in life, and you're, yelling and freaking out and doing the way you want to do your life. In my life, I'm no longer going to be a part of energy where your world of communication is, I'm going to completely crack the walls. Energetically, we can say, actually, did you know you can actually grow? Did you know that if you don't have something nice to say, shut the, you know what? I like the delay of the laughs. That's so funny. The truth is, I think so often we think the spiritual path is that we're going to show people We're going to walk them to the water, and they're going to become nice. They're going to be appropriate, and they're going to have manners, all right? Some people are just not supposed to be in our nucleus at some point. It's okay to take breaks and breathers, to see where we can stay in a high state of consciousness and try again and try again. And if it's not, we bless them and we put Spirit's love around them, but we recognize that for our own sanity, sometimes we have to take a little break. So, unity is a place where we explore spiritual principles and ask, does this help me live differently? That's one of the biggest things about unity, is we're trying to find a way to stay above the current of disorder, of the world, of the lack of honor, for the lack of the leadership that we're seeing in this world. And we're not going to speak to that in this center. We're not going to go there because while that's happening in the world, and that is of the world, we are spiritual beings first, having a human experience. You can take the pieces of that as you want to. But would I rather be peaceful and blissful and be a conduit of light and love for this world? Or do I want to speak about what's the politics and what's going on TV, and those are the phone calls that you want to share with your brothers and sisters and your family members, the people that work for you and everything else? What are you sharing with others? What are you bringing to the party? Because I always say to my staff and to my volunteers, if you're feeling really off on a Sunday, even though you've prayed up, then that might be a day that you need to go into nature and just go meditate. Unless you can come, if I have time to sit with you, and we can sit in a place of prayer. But let's not let that shrapnel take over in this place, because what we want people to experience at Unity, on Sundays, on Wednesdays, at the classes, at all the things, the Qigong, all the things that we're offering right now, we want this to be a safe haven for Spirit to flow. Just pure love and light. So I want to move on to Stillness Speaks and what Eckhart Tolle says. Most people spend their entire life imprisoned within the confines of their own thoughts. They never go beyond a narrow mind-made, personalized sense of self that is conditioned by the past. In you, as in each human being, there's a dimension of consciousness far deeper than thought. It is the very essence of who you are. We may call it presence, awareness, and unconditioned consciousness. In the ancient teachings, it is the Christ within, or your Buddha nature. This is the knowing. This is that knowing that we touch in with when we meditate. When we sit and observe a deer that walks by and you think, my God, how do they have triplets? Triplet babies. And it's still a small deer. And the majesty of nature. It's when a hummingbird just comes and it just stares in your window, even though you have a feeder over here, and it just keeps staring at you, and you're wondering, Spirit's talking to me right now. Spirit's trying to get my attention. Look at the beauty of this life. Look at how divine in nature the universe is. I'm going to invite the choir up, and we're going to sing a number. And you guys can sing along with it. And I'm going to walk down, actually. Let me get down, actually. Hold on. Here. I'm coming down. Hi. Hello. A little bit of a pile up there. Okay. All right.
The great unknown, where feet may fail, and there I find you in the mystery in oceans deep, my faith will stand, and I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours and you are mine. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you've never failed, and you won't start now. And I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours and you are mine. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of your love. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of your love. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of your love. I will call upon your name. Keep my eyes above the waves. My soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours and you are God.
Beautiful. Norma, so funny. I tried to help my mom down, and she's like, I don't need your hand. cute. So I'd like to go to this Rumi saying. Are you able to change my slides? Because you have to go by about 7,000 right now. I think this is really at the basis of what I'm trying to share here, if we can get it to happen. Is it not? Okay, well, I saved it on that. I'm having this problem with things not saving it. I can't read my notes because it's in white. Anyway. No, there it is. I can't read that on my piece of paper. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. All the barriers that we have built against it. So we're going to be doing shadow work here. We're going to be doing workshops where we're going to go deeply within to not have shame or guilt around the things that we're harboring that still might be a little bit broken or even just need some reverence or connection, but to merely bring them into the light so we can really and truly come into our wholeness, our homeostasis, into our balance, so that we can build from there into this consciousness that will be the bedrock of your life. It will be the revelation and the foundation of your world. And you will experience a different life when you heal the things that seemingly broke you. And it could have been other people, could have been situations, it could have been all sorts of things. And I've been broken this lifetime multiple times. And I wouldn't go back and change any of it. Because the person that stands here before you today is not the same person that stood here when she was 30 years old or 40 years old. She's a very different person. Because I've been scraped, I've been at the knees, I have begged God, I've wanted a God outside of myself so badly to give me favor. But that wasn't what my life was about. It's not about any of our lives. It's about us coming home to our true selves and really liking the company we keep with ourselves and sharing that with others. We'll take an offering for unity now.
Well, it's wonderful to see all you beautiful people here adding your energy to the changes that we are going to be going through, changes that are going to move huge numbers of human beings into the divine consciousness and the divine lifestyle that we've been propagating here at Unity. So we're going to do this by bringing our gifts into our hands. We're going to bless our gifts to Unity, because in blessing them, we bless ourselves. So, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, because I give. And so it is. Amen. And we have the Sierra Ensemble to share their music once again.
Thank you. I think y'all know this one. It's called Rise, so I invite you to sing along. When I open myself to the truth of the light, I see what's wrong in the world, it's just in my mind. I can't do it on my own, but I know that I've got to just try. Keeping the faith that we're all gonna open our eyes. wonder how you're going to get from sadness and anger to bliss, from doubt and destruction to love. Then I think of power that comes from belief. I know we'll get some relief from this haze. Rise up to freedom. We'll rise up to freedom. Yes, we will. We're all gonna rise up to freedom. Rise up to joy, up to bliss, up to love. Rise. And it seems like the darkest night of my life, when I've given up hope, given in to my fear, and I don't know if I'll survive. And then angels come and tell me to get up and fly, that I'm never alone, I am one, and we're all gonna rise. We're gonna rise up to freedom. Rise up to joy, up to bliss, up to love. We're gonna rise again. We're gonna rise again. We're gonna rise, gonna rise, gonna rise. We're gonna rise again. We're gonna rise again. We're gonna rise, gonna rise, gonna rise. We're gonna rise again.
Gonna rise, gonna rise,
Gonna rise. We're gonna rise again. We're gonna rise again. We're gonna rise, gonna rise, gonna rise. We're gonna rise again. We're gonna rise.
gonna rise, gonna rise, gonna rise. We're gonna rise. We're gonna do you feel it?
Do you feel it? We're rising up right now. You feel it?
We're gonna rise,
We're gonna rise again.
gonna rise, gonna
Lift up your hand. Then lift up your hands. Lift up your hands. Do you feel it?
gonna rise, gonna rise, gonna rise,
Lift up your
gonna rise,
Then lift up your hands.
rise, gonna rise, gonna rise.
Get down.
Gonna rise, gonna rise, gonna rise, gonna rise.
Gonna rise, gonna rise, gonna rise, gonna rise, gonna rise, gonna rise, we'll get down. Give up your worries. Lay down your fear. Come to the altar every Sunday and be healed right now. Right now. Thank you.
right, we have prayer partners available to you at the end of the service. If you're facing an issue right now, you can stay seated in your seat. Our prayer partners will come and find you and take you to our beautiful meditation room and pray with you. And we also have the Circle of 8 healing circle that's going to happen in the soundproof room back here, where you just sit and you hold Reiki energy for each other and bring healing to each other's bodies. That happens right after the service, led back here by, I think, Lisa today. And we have a potluck today, so come and join us. We have plenty of food. We're all going to eat together, and I have some good interactive games we're going to do. But if we could go around these pews, we're going to hold hands. We're going to do Let There Be Peace on Earth right here. So that's all the way around these middle pews. You have to go on the other side, Ty, or down here. Come on down here. There we go. We need some people to go up there that are able-bodied to hold the circle up there. And then stretch out till we get the hands enclosed here. There we go. Here we go. Let there